Hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to TBH. Your boy here, Chris. We got Fernando. And
What
we
up?
got Luke.
What's up?
So, feeling a little down under the weather, but I should be okay. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
We're doing all right.
Good. Now, Chris, have you gotten yourself checked out for Ebola?
I have not.
All
I
right.
have not, and I'm freaking out right now.
It wasn't a possibility until Luke pointed it out that it might have been Ebola because you hang out with so many people that might have Ebola, right?
I mean, genuinely, there's a possibility that a meteor could hit you and bring you an alien disease. I mean, sure, it's really small, but it could happen.
You know what? That would be kind of cool in a way. Dude, all I know is that I've been farting like crazy.
Thank you for that.
I like it. The wife doesn't like it that much. But I enjoy it.
Now, I do this thing. Okay, this is kind of off topic, but I do this thing where if I'm gonna fart, I get up off the bed, and I go to we have a screen door, and it's always open. Like, just the screen is closed, so I go next to the screen door, and I'm like farting into the wind. No, I don't want it into the house, so.
Dude, I guess you're in that stage where you're still worried. Now I'm like, who cares? Are you really gonna leave me? There's no reason why you're gonna leave me to fart. Just gonna fart and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, what's up with the thing with my farts is that they linger and then they chase me, they like follow me. So it's not like I could run away. Like it just, the smell just goes. And it's like, hey, go away.
Maybe it's emanating out of your skin at this point.
Yeah.
Is it when you notice that your cat keeps on following you everywhere, that's why you know that the smells linger, or is it because you realize, oh my god, I smell so bad?
I think it's when the wall, like the paint on the wall chips and curls. That's what you know.
When I'm walking through plants and they start like dying as I
Wilting.
pass through them, you know something bad's happening.
You know what happened to me once? I mean, talk about being married and completely different in the world. Because I used to be like, oh my god, I need to fart. I need to find a place where I can do it where my wife won't notice.
Yeah.
Because I was at Target with her once, and I was like, damn, I need to fart. So I went to the other aisle thinking, hey, she's entertained. I'm gonna fart here, and I'm gonna keep on walking. Well, I farted. It was so bad. The smell was so bad. 2 people walked in right after me. I felt so bad for those people. But of course, my wife actually came in right like immediately after. So they actually thought it was her. She smiled. She looked at me like, why were they giving me like a stinky face? I'm like, it's probably because I farted in the aisle. They thought it was you.
Nice. Well, you know, it's speaking about farts. When I was still
you
dating,
know it's love.
yeah, I was dating. When I was still dating Amy, which is now my wife. We were out at a park, and then all of a sudden she challenged me to a push-up contest.
Oh god.
And she did a good 10, and they were really good. So I was like, all right, I'll do 10. You know, no big deal.
Back then, Amy was like Rambo, wasn't she? Like,
Yeah, she was like, yeah, she was crazy like Tomb Raider. It's like, all right, you know, who did I marry here? So I go down, dude. On my 3rd push-up coming up, dude, I just start ripping them. And and they're not stopping, so it's just like this machine gun coming out. Oh man, it was embarrassing.
That is terrible.
I had to apologize.
Hey, she's a keeper though. I mean, she didn't walk away and be like, "You're the grossest thing I've ever seen."
Yeah.
Well, it's I think we have that person that they're gonna walk away from us because of when we were kids. We have this like when we're going through puberty, we're worried about stupid crap.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that because things are popping all over the place. You know, when I was a younger kid, dude, I had a mustache when I was like 10. I was like, you know, freaking looking like a porn star walking grade 5. We're like, dude, shave already, dude.
You had that pube beard. That's nice.
Yeah, that 1975 look.
Yeah.
It's that Mexican genie in me that just lets things grow faster than there should be, you know? But by the time we're in 7th grade, we should already be married and have at least one kid on the way, you know? So, you know, it's just, it's crazy because, I mean, I got 3 kids. My daughter's going into that stage, and I don't know what to tell her. Like, put everything back where it's go. Keep it there. Don't grow anymore.
Whoa, let's pause for a second. What is falling out of your daughter that you're sitting there going, we'll put that back where it belongs?
What's going
Things
on?
pop out.
Yeah, that's...
Honestly, it gets scary when you're walking around. You're like, dude, wait, you used to be flat-chested, and now all of a sudden
Oh,
This
the
is not good.
awkwards. The
This is not
awkwards.
good. The awkward. Oh my god. It's like go upstairs, put on a shirt, put on a sweater, put on a jacket. It's 90 degrees, I don't care. Put on a jacket, then come downstairs.
You
Why
should
you gotta be so weird?
you should tell her to do missionary work in like Alaska, where like the Eskimos wear like all the fur. You're like,
Yeah,
you'd fit right in over there, just for like 5, 10, 15 years.
Just for a couple of years. You don't need to be here. Why do you have to be here?
Oh,
The good
God.
thing is that we live in like Mormon country, kind of. So they're all ashamed of their bodies. So hopefully nobody wants to touch my daughter. So
Anybody who's listening and
Yeah, I
is
have-
Mormon is now officially upset at us. We're gonna get an
Yeah.
angry email, and you know that one angry email means 1,000,000 people hate us.
hey, you know what? I'm actually saying that they're good people. They don't think that, I had a lady at work tell me the other day, we teach abstinence in my church. I'm like, well, it doesn't always work. She just gave me the dirtiest look. Like, how dare you tell me it doesn't work? Because it doesn't.
I mean,
Well,
think
when I
about it.
said-
Like, I teach algebra. They don't always get it. You know what I mean? Like, just gotta.
Yeah, I
So
say,
that-
you got to teach them, and then, oh my God, you better pray to God they don't freaking
Well,
go
I
out.
was praying to God for an ugly daughter, and I ended up
Oh,
having
come
a-
on now.
No, dude, ugly girls are a lot easier to take care of because you could spend a couple $1,000s in plastic surgery when they're older, and then okay, well you're older, I don't care about it, you know.
Yeah. Well,
But as
real
they're
talk.
growing up, it's gosh.
Real talk. I actually have the same fear/hope. Like, God, I hope my daughter's not very pretty.
Yeah, same here.
Which is horrible, but I think every dad has that conflict. Like, I don't want a guy to check her out ever.
You don't,
Yeah.
you don't want her to come home and be like, Dad, I have a no, you don't have a
Yeah,
boyfriend.
and it's gonna be some Mexican guy with like a
Have you-
mustache, pube mustache like
Yes,
you. And you're gonna be like, oh God, I know what this guy's thinking about right now. Get out of here.
he's in 7th grade. He's trying to find a wife. Run.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Hopefully, I
yeah,
get all boys. But if it's a girl, I pray she's really ugly, and
look,
she's a
take it
nerd.
from hold on. Take it from a guy that has 3 kids. The way to get boys is have really aggressive sex.
Wow, that's I don't know
Actually,
the science behind that.
Confirm that.
Hold on, I'm gonna have
You
to
know what?
Google that
It's
one.
a confirmation, dude. I got 2 boys, one after the other, and it was
It's,
Oh,
good time there.
you got.
I'm just giving you guys pearls of wisdom. Take them.
so there
You
was
guys are starting
no
something.
passionate
No.
love going on, huh?
No,
No
you
passion. on
can't.
this.
No. There's a lot of passion. You just can't do that stupid like '90s soft rock, candles everywhere, soft little. Oh, let's make love. No, we're gonna have
You mean
sex.
you
We're
mean
gonna
I
have
can't
rock.
put Alanis Morissette on it? With,
If you want a
Good
depressed
sex.
child, yeah,
No,
go for it.
you put Atlantis. You don't put Kenny G. That's the difference. You do Kenny G, you're in trouble. You're gonna have girls. That's all you're gonna have. Girls upon girls.
all right, I think next week we're gonna listen to Pantera before we go to bed.
Yeah, right. Insane Clown Posse. That's
Insane Clown.
That's where I'm gonna go.
I think I'm gonna do some hardcore Eminem
It's a proven
songs.
fact.
It's a proven fact. All right.
We had Rage Against the Machine, Adrian. I think we had like Pantera with. We're good.
Oh, nice.
Now,
all right.
now the thing is like, here's one thing. Like, the scary part is that I actually want a little girl. I prefer to have a little, even though I think it's easier to raise boys. I think I want a little girl.
Hold
I don't
on.
know why. I just find them adorable. I'm like, oh, I need one of those. I mean, obviously,
Yes,
not as a pet, but like as a child.
good child. Girls are softer. They're cuter. They're more thoughtful than boys. You
Yeah.
can tell a boy, hey,
I mean,
you know
until a certain age, then they
This-
turn into
this-
my sister, and you're like, Jesus.
what? Why would you want that, though? And that's what I'm scared of with my daughter. Like, she just officially walked into crazy town, and I'm like, no, you're gonna get crazier. Why do you want to be crazy?
Yeah.
You're gonna be like your mom. I love you, babe, but you're gonna be like your mom.
She's like in the room looking at you like, your farts? I'm gonna fart on you tonight.
Yeah, next week's show is gonna be and here's Chris and Luke and
And
that's
Marcy.
Marcy. All right, guys. I think we're calling it for this segment. What do you guys think? So
You know what?
farts, and aggressive sex. That's the takeaway here.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
touch upon puberty in the whole thing, so I actually think it worked out pretty well. It transitioned. All right, welcome back from our break. Thank you for listening to TBH. And Chris, what do you want to share with the class? I guess.
The class. Good evening, class.
Yeah, I didn't know what else to say. Awkward. I
You
gotta
know,
point it out, dude.
this morning I did something pretty interesting that I've never done this, and for many reasons, but I decided to try something new. Um, I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They're really good. So this morning I decided to spoil myself a little, and by removing the crust out of the bread before I made the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know
Fancy.
that bread crust. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was delicious, but it just didn't feel right. Um, First off, I felt bad throwing away the bread crust in the trash. Because knowing there are like millions of people out there that don't have food, and I'm all throwing the crust away, I felt kind of bad.
Yeah, you're a horrible person, Chris.
Yeah. How dare you throw the crust?
Hold
Yeah.
on. That was just our upbringing, Chris. Because you and me were born pretty much. I mean, Luke, you're even born this way. But
Yeah.
it's like you don't leave the table with food on the table.
Or you
Like you
leave with the
finish
food on your head,
Yeah. It's like, so how come you're gonna eat that, or
Well,
you're not?
dude,
I'm gonna
dude,
make you eat it.
yeah, freaking Fernando's dad would like bring out the biggest steaks when he'll make like asado, pretty much barbecue, like Argentine barbecue, and he'll make us eat it. What do you mean you're not hungry anymore? Come on, man, just eat two more freaking half a pound steaks. It's like, dude,
But on
I'll
that, I
freaking
didn't make
12.
all this food for you to leave with not eating more food. Here's more food.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
My brother had a white girlfriend who didn't speak Spanish, and when she was just barely coming to the family, she was very shy, and she wouldn't talk to my mom, and so she'd say like, "Oh, this food is really good," and I'm full, and I would turn to my mom, and in Spanish I would say, "Bring her more food." She says she's not full yet, and my mom would just keep serving her, and she'd be like, "I can't do this," and then I would lean in and be like, "That's disrespectful. You gotta finish all your foods."
Yeah, I had an Italian grandma. I have an Italian grandma, and she would when she used to make pasta, it was like, if you didn't want any more, then and you couldn't just tell her I don't want any more, because then
Yeah.
she'll get her feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So she'll just like bring you like plate after plate. Oh my gosh, it was
You
horrible.
just
Dude,
had
I
to lay
made so
down
much
and like
pasta.
die.
What do you mean you're not gonna eat this?
Yeah,
Look, I'll take a nap and come back and finish the food.
yeah. What do you
I
mean?
don't
You're
need the
skinny,
halftime.
grandma. I'm
It
freaking
shouldn't be
dying.
halftime when you're eating food.
Yeah. My cholesterol is up the roof. What are you talking about?
I'm slipping into a food coma as we speak, Grandma.
Yeah, and the funny thing, it was like a Tuesday. It's like no special occasion.
Yeah.
Grandma, I gotta go to school. I still have to do my homework. Just eat your food. It
Good
sucks.
times. Good times.
Anyways, first of all, I felt super bad throwing away the bread crust. But second, well, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to like snuff it.
Nice.
Mo-
There you go.
Most
Okay.
people don't know
Okay.
Ebola, infectious through computer.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Second,
good.
yeah, it didn't feel and I honestly do feel this way. It wasn't rewarding to eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There was really nothing to look forward to while I was eating it. Because usually like the way I would eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't know about you guys, but I would eat like the crust first all around it and then have that middle section, which is just like amazing. Am I the only one who does that?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there was nothing to look forward to. It was already gone. So as I was eating it, it didn't really feel like that rewarding. It wasn't really good.
Aw.
Well, you know that they do make these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They're called without the crust.
Yeah,
They're called Uncrustables.
Oh
I
my
have
god.
I have heard of them. Yeah, so you
Awesome.
could buy it like that already, huh?
Buy them, but they're like super expensive. You're paying like $15 for something you could have made at home for $2.50.
My goodness.
But they're still great, dude.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. So I'm guessing it's also like the same feeling that someone gets, when they get something they don't deserve in life,
Yeah.
like they don't really like appreciate what they have because they didn't really work for it, or like it's just like whatever, like there was no hard work or they didn't have to go through crap, to get it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how I felt. Like it just didn't feel right.
That's
So
That's a very deep thought about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
So I came to the conclusion of, and it was this: it's the struggle in life that gives flavor to the things we love and enjoy.
That was beautifully said.
That is actually 50%.
Yeah. That's, and when we actually listen to it in another recording, it's gonna have a big picture of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on it.
Please let it have a big piece.
Some like 500-pound guy eating it. The struggle is worth the effort.
Next time you guys eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just remember, it's the struggle that gives it that extra special flavor
Oh my gosh.
when you get to the middle of it.
Now, when I was in high school, one thing I do want to say is I didn't like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I actually had a very weird appetite. I don't know if you guys remember me back then, but I didn't like burgers.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if you remember that, but
I barely remember that.
yeah,
I don't
I
even know how we became your friend.
we would go out and you guys would be like cheeseburger, hamburger, and I'd be like, "Do you have a chicken sandwich?" No.
Yes.
I think I'm not
that.
hungry.
Luke would be like, "Do you have some carrots, some celery sticks?" we could
Yeah.
eat?"
Yeah, basically. I think the first cheeseburger I ever had or burger I ever had was at a concert for a ska band where we all went, or I think it was just me and you,
Ska band.
Chris, and it was outdoors, and then the In-N-Out truck showed up, and I was so hungry. I said, I'm just gonna
Oh,
buy the
yeah.
combo and eat the fries. And when I tried the burger, my life opened up that day.
Wasn't it magic?
You
It
saw a lot.
was magic. I was like, everything about this night will be remembered forever.
Nice.
It's like honeymoon, forget the honeymoon. The night I first had a cheeseburger. God, I'm such an American.
Yep, you can't go wrong with a perfectly cooked cheeseburger,
Yeah.
especially an In-N-Out cheeseburger.
For sure. Yesterday we had them with my wife. It was like 10 p.m. We were coming home from a quinceañera. By the way, worst things in the world, quinceañera. Fernando, I'm looking at you, bro.
Adrian, close the door.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Fernando.
Fernando,
Quinceañera, don't
do
do
not
it.
have a
Don't do
quinceañera.
it, dude.
Well,
Was
I
it this?
think.
What?
Well, I don't think he
Hold on.
could. How old is?
Yeah, how old is Kia?
She's probably like 13, so there's probably
Man,
still a
dude,
chance.
she's gonna be 11
Oh.
next month.
Well, we're warning you. Don't have a quinceañera. Just buy her like a cruise ticket and like let her go with her friends on a
Do
cruise.
you know who I'm married to? Hold on. Wait 1 second. Do you guys realize who my wife is? You are telling me to not do a quinceañera when I have Marcia Mole right next to me right now. Thank God I can actually talk. But you really think you're going to let me get away with telling her, no, we're not going to do a quinceañera. We're going to sit on a cruise.
Well, I mean,
She's
she
already
could go
got it
with
planned
her.
out.
Here's the thing, though. Why don't you guys have a
Guys,
sweet 16? Why a quinceañera?
Quinceañera because we're semi-Mexicans. I don't know where the Mexicans coming from because I was raised by Argentinians, so I don't know how this works. Whatever. And she's Salvi and white, so I don't know how this.
I don't know that either, dude. It's a mix-up.
Anyway,
Does she want a quinceañera?
She
I'm
wants
sure
one?
she wants.
my daughter, yeah, hell yeah, she's been talking about it since she was like 5.
Oh God.
And we had my wife's cousin's quinceañera, which was pretty awesome. And I'm not gonna get away with saying no. There's no way.
Well,
No, yeah.
I would love to say I'm gonna put my foot down on that, but no, she'll win. She definitely will win that argument. It's already predetermined. Whatever book in the world, a book of life, like Fernando will lose his battle. He should know not to argue.
Oh God.
It's done. Not gonna happen.
Oh man.
So you guys are invited, though. Hey, you guys are invited.
Excellent.
Maybe not
We'll have it here in LA.
Well, that's what I want to see is a bunch of people awkwardly dancing. Now I've been to a quinceañera where the girl who was turning 15, she decided to do a dance for like the people who showed up, and the dance she did was to the song "Bootylicious"
Oh my god.
by Beyonce, and she was literally grinding the floor, like her and all her friends, and they were dressed like skirts. And her father's like, "I'm so proud of her." I'm like, "What the hell for? She looks like a total tramp. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, there's nothing to be proud of.
He's
at
like,
that
"My
point.
princess, my golden angel."
Oh my gosh! Please
Good
slap
lord.
me around. If
Yeah.
I, were,
I was like, "Where's the booze? I can't do
Yeah.
this right
I
now."
really think
Well-
it's not an argument of what we want. It's an argument of like, oh, what time do I have to be there? Yeah, it's gonna happen. Okay.
You know what? But here's the thing. If my daughter wants quinceañera, fine. But there's not going to be no crazy dancing like that.
Hold on, Chris, you're one green guy in the whole group. So you're gonna get a sweet 16 for your daughter if she wants her to get it. Sweet
Oh
16.
yeah. First
Just
of all,
saying, you're safe.
yeah,
It's the same thing, guys. Like
There's difference. There's a difference. Hispanic
English
girls
or
usually.
Spanish or
Yeah, that's the only difference. I got a
guess
half white, so the Hispanic side win. It's quinceañera.
it'll be nice. It'll be nice. Are you just is there gonna be alcohol? Are there alcohol in those parties?
dude,
No.
just have the alcohol. You need it.
Yes.
You need it. For all the people who don't want to be there.
My wife's family, yes, there's going to be alcohol. My family will be petrified by the alcohol, but our side of the family will be
Petrified by
happy.
it, really?
Really?
My mom is totally not for alcohol.
Oh wow.
Dude,
Well,
remember when I had my apartment back in LA? She
Yeah.
saw a little keg of Heineken and she had a heart attack. It's
A
just
little
like,
keg?
you're not
Well,
alcoholic.
it's a
I
slippery
can't
slope.
believe it. Trip. You got to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. Mom.
You're also saying a keg, not a bottle or.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
She saw a keg and she flipped out. Like,
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you drink all this? Well, it's a little one.
It was just a little keg.
So it's a little one and it's still full because
Yeah.
the guys didn't want it. We went. You guys were there. Remember that? That was a fun
My
party.
family's the opposite. We bought those kegs back when we lived in Chino, and we made you know how they were like kind of big? We made a shelf out of it. So we had like 2 kegs on each side and shelves. And my dad like put it all together. I was like, this is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, my mom is gonna have a heart attack with the alcohol, but her side of the family is gonna love it.
Well, here's the thing. Like for my wedding, for example, my wife, her grandma, I love her grandma. She's adorable. I don't have a grandma here. I never got to know my grandma because she's from another country.
Right.
So her grandma is my grandma, and she
Oh,
comes up
that's
to me and
cool.
she says, "Now, are you gonna have alcohol at this party?" And I lean in and I go, "Of course." Like, there's no way I'm gonna dance without it, right? And then she goes, "But your pastor's gonna be there. Are you gonna get in trouble?" I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get in trouble. And she was worried sick. She was like, "Lucas, put your cup down. Your pastor's looking at you." I'm like, "I'm giving a toast. Leave me alone." She was so freaked out. It was hilarious.
Well,
Yeah,
who knows what she's got.
My pastor's from Argentina, so meanwhile he's like drinking wine, like no problem, no
Yeah.
problem. As long as no one goes cray cray, he's fine.
Good.
Cray cray.
You actually use that word. 10 minutes in the hole for you.
Speaking
So
of the whole, guys, let's go ahead and take a small break, and then
Yep.
we're gonna come back and continue. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back. And welcome back. We're back from our break. Now, we want to talk about some ridiculous home remedies. Fernando brought up this topic. So, Chris, I heard that you have a great home remedy for something.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's a good way to
Don't
start.
I?
By the way, this was given to his family by my family, so in all, it was applied horribly. So it's not our fault.
But it's got hierarchy. It's like passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah, we're talking. This is like legit stuff back from like the 1700s. So, go for it, Fernando. Explain this
No, this
shenanigans.
is your story, but no, this is I can't take credit for this because it's Amy's pain. So if anybody's gonna get in trouble, it's gonna be
Are you talking when I burned her ear?
What
And
the?
Yeah.
we were like in the hospital for like 16 hours, waiting for someone to check out her ear.
because that was a great idea. So
Now, why?
yeah, well,
What was wrong with her ear?
Well, here's what happened. Every like around like November, December, when it starts getting cold, she starts getting these ear infections. So she was over the house while we were still dating. We weren't married yet, and my parents go, you know what would be a great idea? Try the thing where you pretty much grab like, gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. So you pretty much make a funnel shape or a cone shape
Oh my god.
out of like wax
Oh.
and paper and like this other types of material, and you stick the point of it inside your ear, and what you do is you burn the end of it, so somehow like the smoke goes inside your ear and starts getting all like whatever craps inside your ear, that causes the ear infection. And supposedly the witch doctor told my grandparents that
The witch doctor being Fernando's parents.
yeah.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
well, see, the thing was, we don't know where the wax thing came from. Even to this day, I'm like, wow, well, what did you tell them about the wax? Because we never did wax. We used to do cigarettes in the ear,
What
which,
the?
don't ask questions. You want to know the secrets, don't ask questions. So
Yeah.
what happens is that you have air in the ear, like and you put the cigarette in your ear, and then the bad stuff gets smoked out by the cigarette. The same
Yes.
thing goes with the funnel. The funnel is supposed to be out of newspaper. You're supposed to burn the top end, and that air is supposed to take out any kind of bad illness that you have through your ear.
I can see
I
that.
have no idea where the wax came from.
Well,
I just
I can
don't.
see that because if you have an outer ear infection, it's usually caused by an external host. So what you do is you suffocate the host by removing oxygen, by burning it, you increase the temperature, you force it out, and then you just squeeze it out, the rest of it, and you're done.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it should release all the sinuses, pressure, and pain. It cleans the ear canal and it improves the
However, it
hearing.
didn't happen.
But it also, if wax happens to fall inside the ear, not only is it painful, extremely painful, but it'll jack you up pretty bad.
Now, Chris, I'm just trying to have a vision here. Now, smoke rises. So how did you get the wax to rise if the smoke was going in? What the heck was going on there?
Well, there was some. Well, the thing was, somehow, okay, the funnel somehow you cover it with wax. So you melt the wax on top of like the newspaper or something, and then you create this funnel shape
Yeah.
like thing. So when you light up the top of it, I accidentally, I swear it was an accident, had some of the wax. Obviously, what happens when you burn the wax, it melts,
Oh
and
God.
it totally just fell inside of her ear. And she was like, I think wax falling inside my ear and it's burning. I'm like, no, it's kind of supposed to do that. And then
It's
she
supposed
just
to feel
ran
terrible.
out and she was like, my ear. And I was like, all right, that's not a good. So at the time she didn't have insurance, so my mom goes, yeah, go to the YMCA hospital, which is a horrible idea. It's the last place you want to go
Yeah.
because that's where all the bums go, and like there's like a waiting list. Like every 4 hours, someone's getting brought in because they got shot like 50 times. So like no one's gonna like see Amy because of a year, because she's got wax in her ear.
Yeah.
So we waited there 16 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And all they did, finally we saw the doctor. He's like, yeah, you got some wax there. It's cool. I'm gonna prescribe some Tylenol for the pain, and you should be good to go a couple of weeks. I was like, dude, 16 hours for that? No, dude, I want you to freaking do some surgery,
Yeah, like
something here.
I gotta
Well,
have
that's when
more
he
than
turned to
Tylenol.
like
Yeah.
wax down somebody else's ear.
As we were waiting there, like we saw this guy in a wheelchair. I swear, dude, he was just taking a crap in his pants while we were there. The guy smelled so bad. It was just a horrible experience. So Amy Amy was like, that's the last time I want like some type of like voodoo crap for
Now,
you guys to do on me.
I think we all have home remedies. How many of you guys prescribe to the idea that Vicks Vapor Rub solves all things? I believe that.
Amen, brother.
I believe that.
Or club soda, right? Removes all stains.
Oh, club soda and Vicks Vapor Rub? Cure for cancer.
Or, well, I grew up. Well, what's really funny? My mom used to have this thing where, oh, I have a splitting headache. You know what? I'm gonna get an egg, rub it in my head,
What the?
put it in. Hold on, wait for it. Wait for it. The magic will happen. Crack the egg inside a cup of water and then put it under her bed, and she'll be fine. Hold on. Well, you guys know my mom. She's like super Christian. So I don't know what happened halfway through that. I did that once, and she's like, "You get that, señor?" I said, "Who showed you that? You shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff." I'm like, "Well, wasn't that your remedy?" She's like, "No, that's from Satan. We don't do that in this family
Oh my
anymore."
God.
That's like that drug commercial. I found this weed. Where did you find it? I found it from you, Dad, or I learned it from you, Dad. You guys remember that old 80s?
Yeah.
Who cares?
No,
Yeah,
the one that got to me is when my sister was pregnant. My mom took a scarf. Now my mom is a Christian. You guys know this. She's devout. She's like hardcore. She took a
Yeah.
scarf. My sister was like a month pregnant. She took a scarf, wrapped it around her belly, and said, "Oh, the scarf fits." you're gonna have a healthy pregnancy. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. And she's
Hey,
like,
but she did, right?
I mean, she did. Therefore, it's true, right? I
Yeah.
was just, oh God, I was like, Mom, what are you doing? You're a Christian, first of all. What are you doing? Second of all, what is even this? You could have picked a longer scarf, then she'd have an unhealthy pregnancy. What is there like a measure of a scarf? Like, this is the default you're supposed to use? And she
Nice.
looked at me, she's like, in Argentina, this works. I'm like, so it doesn't work here? I don't understand what you're saying.
we we had one time I had this crazy fever and my parents go, you know what, Chris, grab a towel, put it on top of your head, and then grab a cup of water and just like put it upside down on top of the whatever, the rag or whatever. And as you're gonna see bubbles start going up, it's because the bubbles are going and the water's like going inside of your skull
Oh my
and
God.
like cooling off your whole body.
Oh my
And it was like, you sure? Because I just think the towel's just getting wet. Like nothing's really like they were convinced like the water, like the bubbling was like the sun that went into my body coming out from the cup or something
Yeah,
weird like
it's
that.
the demon is being expelled through water. It's like, is this
Yeah.
Constantine? What am I watching right now?
Yeah, it was bad.
The best one is probably the toothaches. Those are solved with tequila or cognac in my case.
Oh, nice. I didn't know
When
that.
I was a kid, my mom would like put like her finger and dip it in like cognac or tequila and put it in my mouth. Be like, okay, there, you'll be fine. So at a certain point, I figured out, oh, I have a toothache. I better go get some tequila. And I would walk to my dad's thing and like fill with like I didn't know what the bottles meant, so I was like cognac, tequila, whatever it is. Fill a little cup and I would sip it until I fell asleep. And then my dad would come home and be like, "Who the hell was drinking my tequila?" And I'd be like, "I had a toothache. I feel so much better now." And I have a massive migraine and stomach. I can smell like alcohol the next day at school.
Nice.
People would look at me like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Oh, I had a toothache.
Okay. Why didn't you go to the dentist? Dentist.
Then they're gonna
What's
find
that?
something wrong. Forget that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Speaking about the dentist, I got a better one for you. So like, there was a time where me and Marcy, like, I didn't have a job, I didn't have insurance or anything like that, and my tooth was killing me. And when I mean killing me, it was getting to the point where it was bringing me to tears every day. When I would drink something, I
Oh
would be like,
God.
"Oh, dude, it's just hurting so bad." So I go online and I research. I'm like, what can I get to kill the pain? Apparently, and I've actually proven this to be true. You get lime skin, the
Yeah.
skin of the lime,
Yeah.
and you chew it, and it kills the pain
Yeah.
for at least 2 or 3 hours. So you have to constantly be chewing it.
Yeah.
We got to the point where that thing wasn't working anymore.
Oh,
I ended up
God.
going to the dentist, and my mother-in-law paid for the visit. And they take out this tooth. It was so raw, the back of my mouth.
Ugh.
It was half broken. And the
Ugh.
guy's like, I honestly don't know how you survived the pain for so
Ugh.
long. And I'm like, oh, I ate lime the whole time. He goes, once again, I don't understand how you survived the pain.
I look a couple months ago I had a tooth infection and it was in the corner of my mouth and at first I thought oh it's just a toothache it'll pass and it got worse and worse and the worst part guys I like to eat okay and I bought like a pack of like rare beef jerky like you know gazelle jerky like crazy stuff
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
oh so good I tried to eat it I was like this all tastes like crap I want to die like so my wife's in there going, well, just rinse your mouth with like Orajel and stuff like that. Wasn't working, so I tried something better. I have a single barrel double malt whiskey. I'm like, well, my tooth is open, bleeding, and I'm just destroyed. Let me just rinse my mouth with that. Burned like a mother. I ended up going to the doctor. They had to excavate into my mandible, into my skull, because the infection had spread into my actual jaw.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they were like, how did you manage the pain? I'm like, whiskey, a lot of whiskey all day, all day. Luckily, it was over the summer, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
wasn't
you were
teaching.
good.
Yeah, that was good.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, so show up to school, kids, just shut the hell up. I don't care about anything right now. Just shut
All right,
up.
kids. We're gonna watch a movie for the next week.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna
like
see some Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Mr. Glass, why is this? Who cares? He's smiling with a happy tooth. Okay, just shut the hell up. This is the ultimate evil.
Nice.
All right, guys. Let's wrap up this segment. Let's call a break, and we'll go on to one final segment, and we'll call it a day.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. To be honest, right, Luke?
Correct.
We keep
Correct.
having we keep screwing up on this one. Or TBH, as Fernando wants to put it, which is nice.
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
What do you guys have? What are you guys doing? Fernando.
My New Year's resolution, I think it's going to be pretty simple, is to lose weight. I want to get underneath the 200 pounds this year.
Join the club, dude. Losing weight.
I'm gonna reverse the hands of God, dude. I'm gonna go back to skinny Fernando that's never existed in my life. I'm actually gonna do it. I got gym
I never met
membership.
that guy.
You know what? Dude? Yeah, I would love to meet that guy. I've never met. I know Fernando for like 14 years. I've never once seen this guy.
True story.
It's about time you meet this guy.
Well, he's
a really
talking
cool
about
guy.
when he popped out of the womb. He was like, I was pretty thin then.
Yeah. Dude, I swear I was like 7 pounds, man. Fernando, have you ever lost weight, or has it been constantly going up?
No, you know what? It was when we got to Idaho. I went up to 265, guys.
260.
You got pretty bad.
You don't look that big though.
Because I've lost weight in the past, like.
Yeah. Plus, it's all on the base, right? It's all on the base.
It's all about that base.
No, actually, I think I'm at 225 right now.
Oh,
I haven't
nice.
weighed myself. But in October, like August, I weighed myself. I was at my heaviest I've ever been.
Wow.
And I was at 265. So ever since then, I've just been losing weight. So I'm hoping to keep the trend going, and I want to be at 190.
Good.
Well, the thing about New Year's resolutions is that you go in it with so much hope and like this is it, man. I'm gonna do this, and then in like 7 days, everything just falls apart. You're back to your old self.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I actually have been having the same resolution for like about 15 years.
Never really.
Just never find the time. I can never go. I mean,
Yeah, it's always time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, time. Because eating 5 cheeseburgers.
There's time for that.
It's time for that.
You know what, Chris? You want to talk. The other day, we went to a movie a couple months ago, and I was like, all right, where's Chris? Where's he looking? And there's this like pudgy guy coming at me. I'm like, who's this adorable figure? And it turns out it was Chris. I was like, wow.
Yeah. You know what, dude? I've been trying to lose weight. Well, I can't say I haven't been trying, but it was on my mind. It's on my mind to lose weight.
Right. That's all that counts. It's a thought.
Yeah. And you know what? I've been trying to. You know what? I made videos of me saying like, all right, I want to document like my whole weight loss thing and everything. Dude, I can't get past like maybe like the 3rd day of like actually working out. Like it's just impossible. I had people like give me copies of that insanity workout or like, lose 80 pounds and have a 6-pack in 60 days. Just do 450 push-ups and go to bed. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I'm actually I go to the gym about 3 or 4 times a week now. Dude. I'm trying my hardest to stay away from my dad's figure, which, as you guys know, is an 8-ball.
What are you gonna be in the Justice League or something? What are you trying out for American Gladiator over here?
I will be Captain America one day. I will be that fool. No, but well, here's the thing. The other day I went to a quinceañera and I told this guy like, yeah, I go to Planet Fitness. It's kind of a weird gym. They give out pizza every Monday. I don't know what that's about, right? And the guy looks at me. He's like, yeah, that gym's kind of retarded. You shouldn't go there. It's not for real gym goers. And I look at him and I'm like, this guy's such a douche. Oh god. And he's looking at me like, real gym goers go to like LA Fitness or whatever. I'm like, I go to Planet Fitness and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life, to be honest with you. Because when I got married, I was like heading straight for obesity. It was like, sure, 6 sushi rolls for me. Let's do it.
Get comfortable with the girls that we have. There's no more. We already won. We have a chick. Why do we need to work out anymore?
It's preemptive,
that's a big problem, dude. That's a big problem.
It's a problem that has no cure, dude, to be honest with you.
So that's a good resolution, though. That's a good resolution. Now, what about you, Chris?
You know what? I'm with Fernando on this one. One of them definitely weight loss, dude. And I really do believe that I could actually reach this weight loss thing. Honestly, I really do think
Do you
this
want
is
to
the year.
do you want to go to the gym?
2015.
Do you want to go to the gym with me?
Dude.
Oh, come on, dude. Look, it's $10 a month. It's not a big deal. Dude. You live 5 blocks from me.
I know.
We could go to the gym together. It'll be so much. My wife
It's
doesn't go with me anymore. She just gave up
it's
on me.
it's not that easy, dude. It's not that easy. You gotta go. You gotta work.
You gotta get your ass up.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Let me think about it, and then I'll get back to you.
Get back to me on New Year's, dude.
Dang it! This is 2013, 2012 all over again. 2011.
Dude, someone's
10,
even
10.
helping you, like, dude, let's go. Like, cause I could use a gym partner. I'd like to go with someone who like is not intense. Like, oh, that's like 170 billion pounds. Do it. And then I feel like a total fat loser. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, let me just
You know
grab the bar by itself.
Yeah. You know what? I will say this at one time. I don't know if Fernando remembers this, but I got put on a fitness plan by Fernando, and it kind of worked, dude. And I was following it. He's all right, dude. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do 5 reps of this, and
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah,
it
because I was
was
working at the YMCA.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
And I
so-
thought I had some kind of street cred to tell you what to do.
Good times.
That's coming back to me a little bit. Yeah.
as I was like Fernando's like guinea pig. He was like, yeah, you might want to eat this and do this and that. And I was like, all right, cool. This guy knows what he's talking about. You know, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
this.
Not that we know what we're talking. I'm just fat. I was a fat kid, dude. So I always made these plans. It was gonna work, but I never had the motivation to do it because I was always like, dude, it's not gonna work out. So when
but
you came around, I was like, I'm gonna tell Chris everything I know, and it worked out for you. I was like, you know what? One day I'll have his intensity to do it.
But you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
you were a fit kid. You weren't like thin, but you were always like could run, could jump,
Yeah.
could lift stuff. I was always the kid who like we would go out and they'd be like, Luke, can you help me lift this? No, no, I can't help you with anything. I could run for days, but that's all I could do.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I
Well,
remember those football, dude. You know what I realized the other day when I, trying to lose the weight, get the weight off and everything. I remember when I realized I was getting fatter, that I wasn't going to be able to maintain the awesomeness of Fernando.
Sure.
Was when we played football that one time, and that one kid got invited. I think it was Jackie's friend, and he totally destroyed me. And I was like, just give me 6 Advil, dude. I got to show this kid what's up. I think I was like 26. Like,
I never
oh
seen
my
Fernando
God.
like fly, like get lifted up and just get tackled. And then that was the
What
end.
happened to that,
It
dude?
all
I
went
was like,
down.
that's it.
You know you're getting out of shape, and you have out of shape friends. When we went to go play soccer one time, and my friend had just eaten an entire bowl of pasta. So we were playing, and he was like, oh, I can't run, guys. I'm just gonna be a goalie for a while. And and he looks at me. He's like, I don't feel good. And he turns around in the middle of the field, like vomits lasagna. He's like, oh, it was so delicious. I wish I didn't vomit that. I was like, dude, obesity much. Come on.
No, you're like overweight and out of shape when like a guy's in like I played soccer a year ago with some guy who was like in his late 50s and he was just doing circles all around me, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is embarrassing. I
Yeah.
can't. Or you're out of shape when like you start running and then your whole body mass you start losing like you start what's it called, like going like out of control, like you can't really like
You're
know
trying to
what I
stay afloat. You're like, oh god.
you start falling.
Dude, what happened to me when I realized I needed to do something about my weight, dude, is when I was back in August, September, and I went to go eat, and literally we went to like this like little breakfast date, and I was sitting on the IHOP table, and my stomach literally was like 2 inches away from the table, so I push it. And Mars is like, dude, it's already like, why are you pushing it more towards me? It's like, I need some space to breathe because those 2 inches were making me claustrophobic. Oh, too fat. Yeah, that's when I was like, you know what, we need to go. I can't eat here.
Well, the thing is,
Okay,
like,
we eat what I ordered and then we'll leave. Cause
I had I had moved out of my parents' house and I was in pretty good shape at that point, and I moved in with some friends. And it was like a house of like a couple girls and a guy and then me, and we were all living there. And all I had to eat for like a year and a half until I got married, cup of noodles, and Carl's Jr. every day.
I really want to say this.
And you know what? You know what's sad? You know when you know you're fat or you're getting there is when you have what's it called, like salsa verde chips, and you
Yeah.
think like, oh, it's got some vegetables in it. I was like, what am I doing? Then I would like, instead of buying soda, I was like, I'll be healthy. I'll buy an iced tea. And I would drink like an Arizona and have chips. It's like 11 p.m. I'm like, I'm being so healthy right now. I didn't even finish
So
the whole
instead of
bag.
like 1,000 grams of sugar, you got 500 grams of sugar. And you made
Exactly.
the
And my wife would look at me and be like, you need to eat some vegetables. I'm like, vegetables? What are
is
these?
this?
Nice. What about you, Luke? What's one of your resolutions?
Well, I'm not on the same boat as you guys with the weight loss. I'm already doing that, and I feel really happy with my progress. My thing right now is I kind of want to look for I've been doing a lot of art and a lot of daily drawings and stuff like that. And I get asked a lot like, oh, why do you do that? And I'm really honing my craft. What I want to do this year I want to work on actual publishing material. Now, I've been published a few times, but I want to work on like legitimately sit down and like, okay, I'm gonna write this comic. I'm gonna draw this comic for this guy beginning to end. And I've never
Nice.
done that, and it's always been a dream of mine. So I really want to do that this year. Is just really focus on that. So that's
Nice,
mine,
dude.
man.
So there you have it, folks. Pretty soon we might see a comic by yours truly, Luke.
Yeah. If you live in Brazil, there's novels out there with my cover art on it, but
Oh, there
I
you
don't
go.
know the name because it's in Brazilian, which is, as you know, vomit Spanish.
Yeah,
Well, it's
called
Portuguese
Xuxa.
too. So
Yes. It's like, come on, if Cristiano Ronaldo speaks it, I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, nice.
So I think that's some good goals for this year, guys. Now, Chris, I'm really concerned because I said come join me, and you're backing out already, bro.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, and that it's like I don't know if you guys ever had one of your New Year's resolutions that you always say you're gonna do and you just never follow through with it.
Of
It's
course.
definitely again the weight loss, man. You have no idea. I have actual footage I'm holding a newspaper saying like 2010 because I was gonna do a documentary like, all right, and I'm without a shirt.
I remember that.
It looks like an ISIS, like if ISIS caught me and like they're gonna execute me. And there's and if someone ever saw, they'll be like, dude, they really got some fat guy.
We will
on
stop
that.
feeding the fat American.
Yeah. So I have all this footage. I started running for a little bit. I even did some of the insanity workouts, but
Yeah.
then like after a week, I'm just done with it and I can't do it. But and that's always been a big thing for me. Like, and I was in good shape, like you were saying, Luke. Like, it's not. I was never like
No.
fat, and then out of nowhere, I just started gaining a lot of weight, and it's just horrible. So I'm gonna see if I could do it this year. And you know what? I might take you up on that offer and go to the gym with you.
Dude, if you do, let me know. We can look, I don't go for a long time. I go for 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
That's it. Like
Yeah.
I literally
pretty
don't
long.
have time to sit there and like pump iron for whatever, you know?
Do you have any New Year's things that you say you're gonna accomplish and you just?
Oh
can't get-
yeah, last year for example, I was way into a video game and I was like, I'm gonna be a pro gamer this year. It's the stupidest thing I ever thought. But I was sitting at the beginning of the year like with my wife, like, look, baby, we're on this journey together. And she's looking. God bless her because she supports me.
Let's
But
make
she's
this
looking at
happen.
me like, are you sure? I'm like, I got this. I'm studying. I'm studying strategies. I'm gonna be so good at this game. And then like within the first week, I just lost all these games that I played, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should stick to like school or math. I'm pretty good at math.
Yeah, there you go. What about you, Fernando?
You know, the biggest challenge that I've always said, and I like I said in the beginning, it was that weight loss thing, and I think I'm finally getting to the point where I can accomplish it. But yeah, I think you say 2010, I have pictures from 2006 from
Man,
when Adrian was born of me going, I'm gonna lose weight, dude. This is the year. I feel it in the bones. And then, it
You
didn't
got
happen.
yeah. Well, maybe this
Is
year
it-
will be our year. 2015, you guys. That's our year.
Going- And if we're here next year in the same podcast saying, hey, our New Year's resolution is to lose the weight, well,
Hold on.
we're full of crap.
Yeah, you know what, Luke? Could you go ahead and let's just make audio for the next 5 years. 26 years. There you go, guys.
everybody just say the years. Like okay, so
2016, we're gonna lose the weight, guys. All right.
2015, I'm there losing weight.
2016, 27.
I'll just
You
copy
guys,
paste this last part.
2022. Yeah.
Hey, we just did ourselves 5 years in podcast.
Yeah, eventually it'll be like 100 years old. If you see old guys like, this year I want to 2017 lose weight. Like,
Yeah. I got weight loss pictures from 2006. I tell you.
they got cameras back then.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, guys. Well, this has been TBH, or To Be Honest.
Yeah.
We're gonna be signing out, and we probably won't be back till after New Year's. What does that sound like to you guys?
Sounds
sounds
accurate.
Sounds accurate. So we'll keep everybody posted. God bless you all. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all that jazz. And we'll see you soon.
Take care, you guys.
See you soon, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.